Where Soap Works, and today I'm doing something very special. So I am going to be reviewing 15 fragrance oils that I got from Nurture Soap. So I'm going to do sniff tests right here, and you're going to see me get my first whiffs of most of these. So I specifically got these. I know you can't see them right now, but I'm going to lift them up as I review them. But I got them specifically for my bath bombs because they don't have benzyl benzoate in these. I went through all the SDS information and found these ones, and I'm really excited to use them in bath bombs. I've used some of them in soap before, but I'll comment on that. And actually, I'll tell you what the bottle says as I go through it. So I'm not wearing my glasses because they were providing glare from the window. So here we go. So first one is champagne. Hold that up for you. And this one says no acceleration or discoloration. I've used this one many times already. It's one of my favorite ones. I already know it. I'll just open it. It just has like the effervescent quality of try smelling or sniffing like a Sprite. I don't really get champagne. I just get like the bubbly fizziness. I love this one so much. It says no acceleration, discoloration, and I disagree. The last soap I made accelerated terribly, but it's all right. So just some of you have probably had good luck with this one, and obviously they say no acceleration. So I just know that whenever I use this now, I make sure that my design is counting for it. And this is a mixer that I put in my ginger lime fizz. It's so good. And here's ginger and lime. This is probably my favorite scent from Nurture Soap. And it's just so green and fresh and zingy. And this is actually what I use in my clean green soap. And I love it so much. It's good out of the bottle, but it's so much better. Like, I combined this with the champagne from my ginger lime fizz. And Brandon says he thinks it smells like bathing in a warm Moscow mule, and he likes it. I think that's the funniest quote. I just love this one. This one also says slight acceleration, no discoloration. I disagree with the acceleration. Maybe slight's okay. As you saw in my video, on my clean green video, it did not behave very well. So, but I knew it wasn't going to because I've used it before. So, all right, what else do we got here? We've got Fresh Cut Rose. This one says heavy acceleration, no discoloration. Not surprised, most roses do. Brandon's favorite bath bomb combination is rose and orange, so I'm really excited to use this. All right, I have not smelled this one yet, but this one just smells like straight rose. Maybe with like a little bit of that, if you were to just smell a rose that wasn't like fully in bloom yet, you know, it has that sort of green quality to it. I'd say I get a little bit of that, but I'm really looking forward to this. This one smells really good. All right, we've got Coconut Lime Verbena. So I've seen this one on the website so many times and I never got it because it says no acceleration and light tan discoloration. And I always am someone who wants no acceleration and no discoloration. So I never got it, but I've read such good things about it, and some people say that you can just cover it up with TD. So, but I'm using this for bath bombs anyway, so we'll see. Okay, so this has, I'm smelling coconut, like first that warm coconut. But the more I smell it, the lime really comes through, and the more, I'd say now it's taking more of a lime quality. All right, this one smells really well balanced. I like this a lot. This would be really good, like tropical, I would say. It's not good for someone who's wanting just coconut or just lime, because they're both definitely there. I like that. That one's really good, and the reviews are probably well founded on that one. All right. Grapefruit and Bergamot. This says no acceleration and light tan discoloration. expecting this one to be really bright. Yeah, that's an understatement. It's very bright. I smell mostly grapefruit. This one feels more grapefruity than bergamot-y. It does have a little bit of the zinginess from the bergamot, so I do also like this one. I'm interested to see how they are in the bath water, because when I first started out making bath bombs, the benzyl benzoate, when it touches water, particularly ones that have a lot of, my very first fragrance I got was bubblegum from Nature's Garden, and it has like 70% benzyl benzoate in it. And I got in the bath and put the bath bomb in, and the bath bomb smelled fine outside of the water, but when it got in the water, it was like chemical overload. It made me sick. I had to get out of it. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one as well. All right, so we got cucumber melon. I've been doing a bunch of this recently. I've actually used this one before. This one in soap is really good. This one says no acceleration or discoloration. I agree with that. I did an ombre soap when I was first starting. I guess not when I was first starting. It was like 6 months ago. It was really good. It's just like classic, like sweetness from the melon, green wateriness from the cucumber. It's just like flashback to the 90s. It's good stuff. All right, white tea and pear. Also one that I've used. And I know this one is no acceleration, discoloration. Can also say I agree with that. I really like this one. I'm surprised Brandon doesn't like it more because it's very pear forward. It says white tea and pear, but I don't really smell the tea. I just smell like the brightness from the pear, the fruitiness. And this one is really strong. This one was like 6 months and still very strong. So I highly recommend the white tea and pear. It's very good. All right, we have Island Oasis. This one says no acceleration and light tan discoloration. It's got a little vanilla in it. So it's got a little bit of that vanilla undertone. I can catch that. Actually, this just reminds me of bubblegum. It's got that fruity sort of sweet quality to it. I can also kind of see the island stuff, but I just, out of the bottle, I smell bubblegum. I'm gonna make a bubblegum soap, or not a bubblegum soap, but a bubblegum bath bomb. I'm gonna try and remake my bubblegum bath bomb. So hopefully once it hits the water and everything, that's what it smells like, because that's what it's reminding me of. Close enough. All right, lemon pound cake. Ooh, I'm really excited to try this one. This one says no acceleration, dark brown discoloration, and vanilla is 10%. So that one is really gonna darken. And I love lemon, and I love when it's combined with like the, I don't want to say bakery, but like the vanilla tones. I really like that. So I immediately get the vanilla. I immediately get the lemon, but it's very quick. Like the more I'm smelling it, it's like the warmth from the vanilla. I smell cake. Ooh, this is gonna be really good. I like this one a lot. I wouldn't probably use this in a soap just because it's dark brown, but I mean, if you make a dark brown soap, like, you can kind of mess around with it a little bit. Maybe don't color part of it, but this one smells really good. And I don't actually know, it might discolor the bath bombs. There are some ones that I've had vanilla that discolor the bath bombs, but I'm gonna hope it doesn't. If it does, I'll make soap. All right, this one is Nirvana. This one was actually recommended to me by Andrea from Beekeeper's Wife. It says slight acceleration and no discoloration. She said this is one of her best sellers. I recall the reviews online said spring in a bottle. And I can see that, it's fresh. It's like, I can smell a little fruit. I smell a little green. It smells like sunshine in a bottle. It smells really good. Oh, I like that one. I can understand why. It's a bestseller because it's just happy. That makes me happy. I like that one. Again, that's Nirvana. All right, we have Persephone's Kiss. This says no acceleration or discoloration. Funny joke. Actually, it's a funny story. I used this when I made my Valentine soap last year, and it was the very first time I tried heat transfer method, and I was like, how hard can this be? And one of my soap fails was a result. So I never got to have the soap, but I remember it smelling really good. And actually on the website it says it has a violet and blackberry, and so I'm gonna see. I definitely get floral, and I do get some fruit, so I can see that. Violet and blackberry. It's been a while since I smelled this, but I mostly just got it because it said no acceleration or discoloration. It's in their perfect in soap section on Nurture. Yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna probably say I like them all. But that one's pretty nice. Right, black raspberry and vanilla. I don't know if I even need to do a review on this because I'm sure everyone has used this fragrance at some point or another, except me apparently. I did do a black raspberry and vanilla fragrance a while back, but it wasn't, I recall, I think it was Wholesale Supplies Plus. So this one says no acceleration or discoloration, and you always want the no discoloration with vanilla. That's hard to find. So I'm guessing that this is just gonna have notes of it, and there's somehow, it doesn't smell vanilla. It's not gonna have any vanilla in it. Yeah, blackberry, I get the blackberry, raspberry. Maybe a little warmth of the vanilla. I mean, it smells fruity, it smells good. Again, no acceleration or discoloration, so if you're looking for like a fruity type soap, this would be like I would say this would go really well with like a unicorn soap or something. We've got Plumeria, and this says moderate acceleration and no discoloration. So Plumeria, I have not found a good one yet. I've tried 3 different kinds, and every time there's just something wrong with them. So most of them always accelerate because most florals do, but this is actually Brandon's, one of his favorite scents. When we were in Hawaii, we were at this botanical garden, and it was like we were in the like crater, and there was like a whole Plumeria grove, and I swear we smelled every single Plumeria tree that was there. And there's just something so good about fresh Plumeria, but it always, I feel like Plumeria has a chemical smell to it when you try and get it in a fragrance. It's really hard to find, and I think actually Frangipani is an essential oil, but I remember it being really expensive. So maybe the essential oil would work in a soap, but it's gotta imagine it's gonna accelerate like crazy. So, I mean, this smells like your traditional Plumeria. Like if you were to go to get like a lotion or a soap that was fragranced in Plumeria, this is what I would expect to get. It doesn't really give like the fresh Plumeria scent to it, but it might be better outside of the bottle. That's a possibility. Like in soap, it might be more of that nuanced freshness that comes from a Plumeria. That one's okay. We'll see. I'm a big critic of all Plumerias, so we've got Lavender and Sage. This one was recommended to me by Rox from Caprica Soap, and she sent me a sample, and I believe Wit from Cheeky Goat Soap. And I know the sample smells good. Lavender always smells like lavender for the most part, but I always want mine to be like cut with something else. And I actually got this because I'm like, people love lavender bath bombs. I don't like using just straight lavender typically in my bath bombs. This has, the first hit of this is just straight lavender. That's all I smell. I don't really get much sage out of this. I just sort of get that, if you smelled lavender 40, 42, you know that sort of harshness that I can have. I don't know if it's like I don't know if harshness is the word, but it's got this astringent quality to it. Maybe this is a little bit less. Maybe there's a little touch of green on the end. That one's okay. But I know that it's always gonna, no acceleration or discoloration. I know it's gonna work great. I would mix this with something probably, or just as is. I mean, this would be a great Easter soap or something. Everyone likes lavender. It's good for everything. And the last one is Sambucus. So this one says no acceleration or discoloration. And actually, the reason I got this one is because on Nurture's website, they have 101 fragrance combinations, and this was in like half of them. So it had good reviews, and so again, no acceleration or discoloration, so that's what I'm looking for. Okay, this has, I can understand why this isn't a lot of stuff, because it sort of has a little bit of a floral quality to it, but also like a green quality, like almost like fresh cut grass. I can't say that I'm crazy about this. I can see mixing it into something else would be really good. By itself, not so sure, but again, a lot of the notes come out in soap or in bath bombs that aren't necessarily straight out of the bottle. So again, that was Sambucus. So that's what I have for you today. Let me know if you have had good experiences with any of these, if there are any combinations that you really like, and I'll keep you posted on what I think. I mean, I'm going to be posting bath bombs coming up soon using all of these. That's what I was waiting on, and I'm really looking forward to sharing them with you. So have a good one. Bye.